Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right, everyone. And we'll start our session for foundations of mindfulness, learning the sutta. Okay, we can go to Iriyapata. I just want to confirm that whether everybody got our first class information, right? We already sent out the video and audio, right? If somebody didn't get, that means that you are not registered or your email address is wrong. Today, that last time we started Kainupassana. What's the Kainupassana? Contemplation of body. We are going to develop the mindfulness of body. And now the first one was breathing meditation. So we discussed the breathing meditation attached to long breath in, long breath out, short breath in, short breath out, and developing entire mindfulness for the entire breathing process and calming the entire process. We breathe in, calming the entire process, we breathe out, right? You see that on the process. Now today, we are going to discuss the section on posture, right? So section on posture, Iriyapata. So now Buddha explains here, again monk, when walking a monk understands, I am walking. This is because he preached to the monks, right? So he was always surrounded by monks. So he was talking to the monks, teaching to the monks, I am walking. When standing, he understands, I am standing. When sitting, he understands, I am sitting. When lying down, he understands, I am lying down. And he understands accordingly, however his body is placed. So, your mindfulness will stay with your walking or standing and sitting or lying down or accordingly, however your body is placed. Why we are doing this one? Because every posture you want to keep your mind with attached to your body posture, right? Not to go with unwholesome thoughts, unwholesome thinkings, right? So this is the reason, the Iriyapata Bhavana or section on posture, right? You attach with the body. It is same like there's a post. You tie to the dog with the rope or any kind of a way attached with the post. Then he can go only surrounded by the post area of that post. Same like, so our mind, we are going to attach to our body action. So walking and standing and sitting and lying down. Okay. So, and in this way, he dwells contemplating his own body. He dwells contemplating other bodies. By understanding his own body, he compares other bodies as well. That he understood. So other bodies the same nature. Okay. This is the way that they are walking, uh, s- uh, uh, sitting, lying down, all these, like the same, your body. So usually that people have other bodies kind of magic, right? That's why they attach. You understand from on your body, there's no magic of other bodies. Okay. And then he dwells is try to understand other bodies. Then even that meditation, we try to understand with reference to our body, we are trying to understand other bodies. Okay. And he dwells contemplating the arising of the body. He dwells contemplating the passing away of the body, right? And he dwells contemplating the arising and passing away of the body, right? So, and he thinks the same way because of the nutriments, this body initiated. And no nutriments, this body is going to be impermanent, right? And the same nature, so other bodies with the nutriments, this body is, living, and with no nutriments, this body is going to be impermanent. So we'll try to see in this body, not I am, not mine, not myself, right? And he tried to understand my body and other bodies. Then after that, he comes to the understanding my body and other bodies. Why is the reason for this one? Right? He understands his body. Then after that, he sees that other bodies. Then after that, my body and other bodies. There's a possibility that if you see other bodies, your own body, you don't see the reality of other bodies. And when you see other bodies, there's a possibility you don't see your body. You think that this nature is other bodies, not in your body. So therefore, we see Buddha advice to see my body and other bodies. Both are in the same nature, right? Mindfulness that there is a body is simply established in him to extend necessary for higher knowledge and mindfulness. He dwells independent and not clinging to anything in the world. So he is not going to attach to his body or other bodies, right? Because with reference to his body, he's walking, standing, and sitting, lying down, all these body postures, he attaches mindfulness, and he tries to see that other bodies are the same nature, right? This is how monk dwells contemplating the body in body, right? So this is the Riyapada. And next section, also Sampajana Pabbam, a section on clear comprehension. Now, previously, we pay attention with the advice to pay attention, walking, standing, sitting, and lying down. Now you develop your mindfulness with more, right? And in this section, what you do, a monk is fully alert when going forward. When you go forward, you're all mindfully you go. And returning, you are mindfully returning. When looking ahead and looking away, when you look ahead and looking away, when bending and stretching your limbs, right? When wearing his robes, because here for the monks, robes, for you, clothes. And carrying his outer robe and bowl, whatever the things you carry. He is fully alert when eating, drinking, even eating, drinking, and consuming food and tasting. He is fully alert when defecating and urinating. He is fully alert walking, standing, sitting, and falling asleep, waking up, talking, and keeping silent. All these actions. What is this one? If someone can do all these actions, right? So each and every actions, you are fully mindful. Why is the importance of the mindfulness? Not to go with unwholesome things, right? This mind is ability to go with unwholesome things. What are the unwholesome things? Your mind will go with lust, with hatred, with delusion, right? And so you'll always recalls that what happened in the past. Oh, you want to get revenge. You get angry, right? This, therefore, you totally attach your mind with all your actions, right? Even it says you are talking and not talking. Even talking, if you got angry, you will say some bad things. No, even not talking, you don't talk, but you get angry, right? And not talking. And even when you go to washrooms, right? So even that time, you have to be mindful, okay? And even going to sleep, and you will be mindful. So in order to keep the mindfulness, always be advised that there's a nice posture to sleep, lion's posture, right? We showed in the classes, right? Lion posture. And even keeping silent and falling asleep, waking up, talking, and keeping silent, right? Even you have to be mindful. You are looking ahead and looking sideways. There's a possibility of these things when you are doing, and you get the unwholesome thoughts. You are always be mindful of these thoughts, right? So you attach your mind with all these what you are doing. When you are looking ahead, you always put your attention with mindfulness and look ahead, look sideways, and not to get any unwholesome thoughts. You are fully mindful, okay? And then uh, in this way, he dwells contemplating his own body, he dwells contemplating other bodies, and he dwells contemplating both his and other bodies. And after observing your body, you see other bodies, right? So this is the same nature, other bodies, right? And you compare you and other bodies, same nature, and then after that you see my body and other bodies. They all are same. There's no magic of the other bodies. Why is that? There's a possibility you have attachment to other bodies, right? Or he or she that nice form I would like to see, right? Or the poets they wrote all the poems with other bodies, right? Or their hair, teeth, and skin, their eyes, right? But however, the foulness of the body, we see the reality of this. And now he dwells contemplating and mindful that there is a body, he is simply establishing him to extent necessary for higher knowledge and mindfulness. He dwells independent and not clinging to anything in the world, right? And he dwells contemplating arising of the body, and he understands, oh, this body arising from the nutriments. If there is no nutriments, that body is going to be impermanent. And if there is something is impermanent, you cannot keep our control, right? It's not I am, mine, myself. And even the same thing for other bodies. There are no nutriments. They are going to be impermanent. Impermanent can we keep under our control? No, we cannot keep our control. My body and other bodies, all these bodies are impermanent. And because of impermanent, those are not I am, not mine, not myself. Right. So we cannot stop other bodies. They're getting older, they're dying, we cannot stop. We cannot even stop happening whatever things our body, right? If we didn't eat, right, we will die. In other bodies, same thing, right? So, and you develop the insight here, looking at that for this same nature of these things, okay? And by looking at this one, we cannot get the reality, and by we have to practice this meditation as a meditation continuously, and then we can see. And that is how a monk dwells contemplating the body in body. Okay. Is there anything anyone want to ask about this one? These two sections, right? Any questions? Yes. Yeah. 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 That's a good way because look Other side, when you're practicing walking meditation, you cannot do that. But this one, when you live, not the practicing meditation, but even when you're living, right? You look aside and you look ahead and you sit down and you talk, you are silent. But even that moment, you have to keep your mindfulness, right? Try to do this one at least half an hour and see how hard it is, right? Yes.
Understand why it would be a higher knowledge. Isn't it distracting as you pay attention to other levels?
No,
Does
this
it
is not
break
the
your concentration?
No, I mean, this is not the attention to our bodies. This is by understanding your body, you try to see the nature of other bodies. You develop your wisdom, right? You are not going to see that other bodies, what they are doing and all those things. You try to understand the nature of your body and you are trying to see through others, through wisdom. So other bodies, there's no magic, all those things. All bodies are the same nature, right? Let's come to the realization, right? And yes,
My mind one, how do I bring that?
yeah, as always, the people, their mind wanders. When you mind is wandering, you understand that your mind away from your body posture or any meditation, you bring it back again, right? So developing mindfulness that your mind is away from your concentration, that is the some development, right? Because you know that you are aware of that your mind is away from the concentration. Earlier, we didn't see that, right? Earlier, you didn't see that. That's the development. Then it will go again. You bring it back, right? Eventually, it will stop. The same thing, other meditation, like breathing meditation, same thing, right? Even body postures, when you try to concentrate on your body postures, all of a sudden your mind will go away. You bring it back to that meditation, right? Yeah, this is the way, right? It won't like a switch on. We develop the mindfulness everywhere. You have to practice again and again. Yes.
Distracted when loving kindness meditations without these impossible.
Yeah, all the meditation, not only specifically loving kindness meditation. If you are distracted, understand that you're distracted and bring it back. Maybe you develop that when you're trying to develop loving kindness meditation, but you develop anger, right? At that time, be mindful not to develop anger and develop loving kindness. You understand, oh, I'm developing anger. Why it is happening anger? Because you have some angry thought. You thought this anger unwise consideration. Unwise consideration is you think such a way to develop that anger. Or, for example, uh, somebody said to you something, right? And you think that, oh, she said to me this way, this way, this way. When you try to think that way, in that way, it will give you multiple. Oh, she told me the previously the same thing, and day before yesterday she told me that last week, last month, last year, right? It will multiply from that one. But however, if you think, oh, Buddha lived, people, told him bad things. He did not change his mind. Even the enlightened monks, they did not change his mind. Okay. So, and Buddha advised, even somebody comes, cut off your hands and limbs, and still, if you develop anger, hatred, you are not following my advice. In this case, she did not cut my hands, did not cut my legs, right? And by thinking that way, you can remove that thoughts. This is the way, right? And um, nobody in this world that experience and not heard the bad things. Like if you are thinking that way, you will think according to them, right? So I am developing that unwholesome thoughts in this way. Let it go. Okay. You understand that you are angry. That's a good thing, right? All right. Let's move forward. Okay.
You have this role to develop full mindfulness for all of the activities in your life, like in daily life. We have to be
Yes, I mean that all the activities. Yes, you have to be mindful for all the activities. Slow? No, I mean that this is not becoming slowing down your action. So maybe for some cases you maybe slow down, but in this one is normal way of living, way of living that you develop your mindfulness. Maybe that initially you try to link with this mindfulness with your action. Maybe you will be so slow down. Let's say like that you start to practice walking meditation. You know that with the mindfulness. Maybe initially you slow down. We always advise that go for natural walk, right? Then develop the mindfulness, right? So yeah, and welcome to mindfulness world. Yes, yes.
So to sleep, even if I'm in the right position, I can't stay because my mind is starting thinking what I need to do the next day. So what do I do? Because I cannot sit down and do breathing meditation. Can I do the breathing meditation lying down, or what can I do?
Okay. So another thing that when you are trying to sleep, that you are trying to plan for next day, you are not going to sleep that day. You are going to destroy your sleepiness, right? And the best thing, not to think about the day, next day plan. Do before you go to bed. Okay, that if it happens, try to avoid that. That you do earlier. You are planning for next day. Or if you remember that, okay, I'll do that tomorrow, then now I have to sleep, right? So that you are not going to sleep. It happens to everyone, right? If you have too much of work, so you are thinking going to sleep, you're not going to sleep, right? And the best thing if you want to sleep and breathing meditation, and so and not sleeping, that sit down, try to practice breathing meditation. But the best meditation before you sleep also loving kindness meditation, right? And you can think that okay, you can see the process of thinking. If you know the impermanent meditation, why it is happening, all these things come into my mind, right? Mind is impermanent and thoughts are impermanent. With mind and thoughts, it will generate my consciousness, that also impermanent. The contact, unification of these three things, mind, thoughts, consciousness, that's the unification of the three is the contact of mind, that's also impermanent. With this impermanent contact, I will get all these thoughts. When you think in that thinking process, how it happens, there's a possibility you can impermanent nature and you can remove that thoughts.
I have been sleeping all day, so my back is tired.
Yes.
To do lying down. Is this like this or sideways, or what is the correct posture?
No, I mean that you have to follow a doctor's advice, right? But sometimes you have to lie down if that you have back pain, so you have to lie down on your back, right? So that's why we always advise not to use lion posture and your sideways if you feel uncomfortable on your back pain, right? And do your comfortable posture, right? They say that somebody cannot stay too long with lion posture, right? It's okay, and you can develop the mindfulness with other postures, standing, walking, and sitting down. Whatever the way you can remove and calm down, go to sleep, and try that way, right? That's how you know that. That's why there are so many types of meditation Buddha explained, right? Yeah, not the specific one. Use that whatever the comfortable for you. That maybe sometimes chanting will help you. That's why we are teaching chanting as well, right? Maybe sometimes chanting is very helpful. Parinimita Sutta is very helpful, right? Sometimes if you are, fever and shaking, sometimes you chant Parinimita Sutta, and sometimes Angulimala Sutta, Angulimala Paritta, right? And use and also Mora Paritta. So recently I got sick night time, like 2:30. I have terrible pain on my ribs and my belly. I woke up and I tried walking meditation, didn't go away. And then I took some hot water and chanted Paritta. And with chanting Paritta is a truthful action, right? I drank, I sat down on the chair and keeping my legs stretched. And after some time, everything went away. It is kind of that the gas element. So it was a terrible pain. Somebody's like shutting. Have you heard that? When you read that Anathapindika Brahmin, how he had that all the terrible pain from the somebody's continuously hitting on your ribs. How do you feel? That's kind of feeling, right? Sometimes you try different ways, right? Practicing walking meditation, and sometimes sitting, sometimes Parita chanting really helps. All right, so let's go to next one. And so next one, actually, it was the foulness of the body. We already practiced this meditation. And so that above from the soles of the feet and below from the tips of the hairs and enclosed inner skin as full of many kinds of impurities in this body. There are head hairs, body hairs, nails, teeth, skin, and only these 5 things is called Pacha Panchaka. There are 5 things. What are the 5 things? Head hairs, body hairs, nails, teeth, and skin. These are the things we can see from outside. Other things you have to go inside to your body. When we get our ordination, this is the meditation they give. Then all this we call 5 things. And so practice this one. Ascend in order. Head hairs, body hairs, nails, teeth, skin, and skin, teeth, nails, body hairs, head hairs. Okay. This is the advice for the monks we get from our preceptor. And this is called Tacha Panchaka. Then monks, they develop such a way how to memorize this one, how to keep the memory. That when you see that your head hairs, the head hairs, and your eyebrows, body hairs, and nose, nails, and teeth, and skin, right? All these 5 things. Okay. And then you can go very easily, right? Skin, teeth, nails, body hairs, head hairs. That's the way that to memorize that people use different methods, right? That's the way, right? Starting from your head hairs, then body hairs, nails, teeth, skin, right? And that's the way. But other things you have to, penetrate the skin. You have flesh and blood vessels, and also bone marrow, and those things you have to, memorize that the way and slowly. And when you practice that, it is very easy to memorize all these body parts, right? It is not hard things. Okay. So, and flesh, blood vessels, and bones, bone marrow, kidneys, brain, heart, liver, gallbladder, spleen, lungs, small intestines, large intestine, stomach, feces, brain, bile, phlegm, pus, blood, sweat, fat under the skin, right? Under the skin. That when doctors, when they're in the medical college, they don't like to use, when they do analysis, I don't know, in Sri Lanka, they don't like to use woman's body. Why? So much fat under the skin. That's why it became smooth, right? It's like a more layers in the cushion or mattress. Okay, and that here the male body is fat. Okay, then tears and oil of the skin.
Grease?
Yeah, I mean some there. Oh yeah, this is called grease, and that's a grease. It should be not the skin oil. Grease means that there's oily substance on the skin. That's why that you can see that skin is oily. Sometimes it is dry. You have to put that, make it more clean. And then saliva, mucus, fluid in the joints, and urine. So then there's a typo after kidneys, brain. No, after kidneys, so heart, liver. No, there's no brain for the first one. After kidneys, go to brain, heart, then liver, gallbladder, and spleen, lungs, the small intestines, large intestines, stomach, feces. The last one is brain. All right. If we go further, just as through their were back with an opening at both ends, open at both ends, and full of many shorts of grain, right? Filled with grain, and you open up from the bag from both sides, and so you see that what are the things inside? Hill rice, red rice, beans, peas, millet, and white rice, and man with good eyes were to open it and review it thus. That okay, this is the so somebody opened this bag and he is trying to see that oh, this is hill rice, this is red rice, this is beans, and this is peas, this is millet, and this is white rice. Likewise, he is going to separate all these items. Same like what is this big bag? We are going to see our body, right? And our body, and what are these all these millet and peas, all these things we see, all these impurities, body hairs, head hairs, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, all these things. There are 32 types of impurities in this body, like we're trying to see. And in this way, he dwells contemplating his own body, and he dwells contemplating other bodies, and he dwells contemplating both his body and other bodies. He always observes his body, and after that, he is trying to see other bodies in the same nature of these other bodies, right? Same impurities in other bodies. Okay, there's no magic of other bodies, right? Then all the poets, as I mentioned earlier, they wrote the poems about these or the impurities of other bodies, right? Because they are diluted and they didn't know this meditation, right? So, and in this way, he dwells contemplating his own body, and he dwells contemplating other bodies, and he dwells contemplating both his and other bodies. He dwells contemplating arising of the body, and with the nutriments, this body was born. And what are the nutriments for this body to survive? I will go a little bit discuss that another in the sutta explained. This one would explain the 4 types of nutriments for this body. Now we get gross or subtle nutriments. Subtle nutriments is from devas. Devas, they don't have this kind of like our gross nutriments. They have very subtle nutriments. Okay, some smell, right? Now, gross and subtle nutriments. Then, what are the other nutriments? The contact nutriments, then volitional formation nutriments, and consciousness nutriments. There are 4 types of nutriments are needed for this body, right? In order to survive, this body needs all these food items, maybe gross nutriments and subtle, and you need to have contact, the body contact, or mind contact, nose contact, right? And next one is volitional formation. Another one is consciousness, right? So in order to give you that more details that I'm giving this one, this is another, it will go to another discussion, right? So we'll keep that one as it is. This is the nutriments. Just subtle nutriments, because some devas, they don't eat this, devas, they don't, not some devas, they don't eat the gross food like us. They have very, very subtle, maybe some smell, right? So, and they enjoy that smell and their food. Okay. Yes.
But in the other life, we should see some thinking all those one things.
Yeah, all these things are impermanent.
But we need them.
Yes, you need that, but you cannot keep forever. Yeah.
Don't get that.
Yes, that even that we have food reflection meditation as well, right? Yeah.
It's those nutrients, but sin is not like any then you won't be phone hands because he doesn't he can't have a body, but this sin is not.
No, I mean that everyone needs that food, nutriments, right? Everyone needs. Even the arahants, they need, they need nutriments. They go for Armstrong, they are not eating. I mean, they are not, they cannot survive without eating. Even Supreme Buddha went for Armstrong, they have to eat, right? When they were, sorry? No, I mean, you have to take, but however, somebody became enlightened, the way they eat the food, the regular people, they eat the food two different ways, right? They don't have attachment for the food. Whatever they have, then we are, sometimes people, when they go, they if there's no salt, they need salt. If there's no, they are looking for tasty things. They go arms down, they eat. You know that how detached, think about that Mahāsatipaṭṭhānasutta. He went to, one day, he went to, somebody had leprosy. And when the sick person offered food, his finger came out from his body and dropped into his bowl. And think about it, happened to us. Can you eat? No. So Mahāsatipaṭṭhānasutta went to side of the that in front of him, close to him. He removed the finger out of his bowl and he ate the food, right? And he did not have any disgusting feeling before eating, while he was eating, after he was eating, right? Because why? They're detached from all this, right? And so think about that, Hans. Yes.
I understand this. It's like we're stripping down everything to like reality. So we're trying. Seems like in everything we're doing it. Like we have to do stuff. How great something is or what it is. So in order to be mindful, we're trying to strip that of those delusions and the way we do it, these are different methods.
Yes, that's true. And because our mind is going with all the unwholesome thoughts, right? So that's why all these methods we try to use, that Buddha advice, that this Buddha's teachings, right? So use that different methods, that see develop the Iriyapata and Sati Sampajanya, and then after that all these body parts. That's this is the way, different ways of developing mindfulness.
Yeah, I guess it's that us to desire something is what I'm saying with
Reality.
that's
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Because we are deluded. That's why we have attachment to all those things, that attachment to bodies, that we see the real nature of this body. And because usually that people don't like the talking about reality. Why Buddha is talking reality? Developing the mindfulness, right? See that that's why Buddha arose in this world. They penetrated to this reality and they see the things, what is happening, and people are deluded that they are uh, they are seen differently, right? So usually that when we see that the foulness things are like beautiful, there's a distorted perception. We perceive the things as distorted. We think that impermanent things as permanent, right? We think that things are foul, but we think that there's happiness. Okay, we think that the things are sorrow, but we think as happy, and things are we cannot keep our control. But however, we think I am mine myself. That is distorted way of perception. So what will happen? Somebody understood all these things. He is put into right way of the perception, not the four ways of distorted perception.
So like it's really continuous. Some like I would say PG and
Yes. Yes.
doesn't come naturally.
It doesn't come naturally, but there's a practice, right? That's why Satipatthana, and at the end, Buddha is advising practice 7 years this one. I guarantee that you will be enlightened. Or if you cannot practice 7 years, he reduced 6 years. If you cannot practice this one 6 years, practice 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. If you cannot practice 12 months, practice 11 months, 10 months, 9 months. Then he reduced to 1 month, right? If you cannot practice 4 weeks, practice 2 weeks. Even if you cannot practice 1 week, I guarantee that if you can practice these 4 foundations of mindfulness, I guarantee that you will be enlightened or anagami, non-returner. So you can see that every action you keep developing mindfulness, right? How hard it is. But however, Buddha said that it is doable. That's why he is explaining that, right? We can develop our mindfulness. Those days, monks and nuns, they developed that one, right? Yes.
But get very passionate people and have friends or constantly money, right? And then they leave. So I know we're supposed to let them go up with where practice, right? Because we catch them. But is it the mind that's like what's keeping us attached to them? Is it it's his body? Is it like it's not his smell, right? So is it the feeling?
Yeah, where's the attachment coming from the mind, right? There's a possibility that attachment will come from the mind, but you see all those things, right? You like the forms, feelings, sounds, smells, taste, touch, and all those things, right? So either you like it or not. Now, in this case, they are leaving you. So in real scenario, after a few years, they will die and leave you, right? There's no permanent things in this world, right? Husband or wife, your yeah, because we are trying to think all these things. I am myself that we try to make that under our control. But reality is those are not our control. They are going to change. Subject to it. If something's conditioned, all the things are conditioned in this world. Is condition change, result change, and only one thing is not conditioned. What is that?
Choice.
The enlightenment. When you achieve enlightenment, it doesn't change, right? Oh, I enlightened yesterday, that today I'm not. You cannot say that, right? Okay. So, and everything is subject to change. Yes.
understand that they just pop up. Like she said, there's some people, there's certain people that you have, it's not just a persistent by something. I feel that attachment becomes something, it's not the mind, it's the else. So I think that's attachment that doesn't come from the mind, comes from something.
That eventually it will come to where that maybe some people that attachment come, maybe they have good qualities, they have attachment, right? Maybe you like the way they speak to you, you have attachment, right? Eventually it will come to, without mind it cannot happen, right? All these things eventually will come to mind, right? If you see all these things, that then you have to let it go from where? Let it go. Let it go from the mind, right? If you know that these things are impermanent, from where we get to see? From the mind. Right. When we come to a section of phenomena, so we'll go through in details, right? So we'll move forward. All right. So mindfulness so then we will move forward. And so in this way, same way that we see the body and all these important, the body parts. Okay. He develops his mindfulness, not clinging to anything in this world. Okay, now go to next section, the Dhatu Manasikara section. That's reflection on elements. So again, that they explain in this body, we have to separate this body into 4 great elements. In this body, there are 4 great elements. What are the 4 great elements? Earth element, water element, heat element, and air element, right? So Buddha explained again, a monk reflects upon this body, however it is placed, however positioned as consisting of elements. Thus, in this body there are earth element, water element, fire element, and air element. Okay. So just as through a skilled butcher or his apprentice had killed a cow and was seated at the crossroads with it cuts into pieces. So same like the butcher or his apprentice, and the cow they separate into pieces. Same like we have to see our body. You too, monks, a monk reflects upon this very body. However, it is placed, however, position as consisting of elements. Thus, in this body, there are earth element, water element, fire element, and air element. When we consider all these 32 elements, out of the 32 elements, 20 elements are earth elements. Right, all the hard things. Earth elements are hard things. We can see head hairs, body hairs, nails, teeth, skin, all these blood vessels, all these things up to brain. There are 20 types of element. Then after that, bile to urine, there are 12 elements of water elements. Okay. Now, try to remove your confusion. I will start from the beginning again, right? So, and earth elements in this body, head hairs, body hairs, nails, teeth. Okay. Here you can see body hairs, nails, teeth, skin, flesh, blood vessels, bones, bone marrow, kidneys, then heart, liver, gallbladder, spleen, lungs, small intestines, large intestines, stomach, feces, brain, right? Those are the 20 types of earth elements. Then after that, 12 water elements. What are the 12 water elements in the body? Bile, phlegm, pus, blood, sweat, fat, tears, skin, oil, saliva, then mucus, fluid in the joints, and urine. Those are the 12 types. With these 12 types, it's called 32 types. Okay. And in addition to that, if you go to that, this is earth element, water element, then after that, air element. What are the air elements in the body? So, upgoing wind, then downgoing wind. There's a wind in the belly. Okay. So then there's a wind in the circulating inside your blood, right? And there's the air between your lungs, your organs, right? And breath, in breath and out breath. Like there are 6 parts. And whatever in the air in the body, those are the air element in the body. Right? Those are the 6 parts. Upgoing wind, downgoing wind, and wind in the belly, and wind in the inside your blood, right? You know that when you get the oxygen, so those are inside. And there's a wind between that, there's air between your lungs, right? Not the lungs, sorry, the organs, right? So, and breathing in, breathing out. All these 6 types, whatever in your body, the air. And then heat elements. You know that with the heat, we need the heat to develop this body, right? Growing up. Okay. Then at some point, when you increase the heat, this this we have fever. Okay. And we want to decay the body, we need the heat. With the heat, this is decay, right? And so because of the generating of the energy is develop heat. Whatever the heat in the body, basically is 4 types of the heat. And whatever heating, or this heating, all this combination of all these 4 things, this earth element, water element, heat element, and air element. So if you take earth element, there are 20 types of earth element, 12 types of water element, then 6 types of air element, and 4 types of heat element, right? All these 4 elements in the 4 great elements. So you will observe that when we do that meditation next week, so you will see that the meditation, right? When we do the meditation, we see that all these important nature of all these 4 great elements. You see your body, first of all, right? You see your body, the important nature of this, your earth element, water element, heat element, and air element. Then you see the important nature of other bodies. And when you compare my body and other bodies, the same nature. And you see that initiation of this, because the nutriments and start this body, initiate and survive. The non-nutriments, it will happen. We're going to be impermanent, and you cannot keep our control. I am not mine, not myself. Even other bodies, the same nature. And next one is 9 types of dead body. We are going to analyze, right? So we don't have time to do today, and we'll go for that next week. Okay. So, and if you go down a little bit, Navasivitaka, Navasivatika, and 9 charnel ground contemplation, 9 types of dead body. We are going to analyze 9 types of dead body. Right? Why we are going to analyze this? And Kalpasana to overcome lust. And you can be enlightened by practicing all these meditation. And this is also very good meditation. Okay, when you practice this meditation, you can see the visuals of other bodies and your body as well, even that 4 great elements meditation. Okay, now going back to our previous meditation, and we'll give few minutes to discuss about even this meditation. Any questions?
Thank you, Bhante. I sometimes get a little confused about the terms that are used for different types of meditation. So
Yes.
that was part of my question. But the other part is, I'm understanding that Vipassana is the insight meditation. And so
Yes.
if I begin my meditation by doing a concentration meditation like breathing meditation, now if I start to consider that I was restless or remorseful or something, does that change to a Vipassana meditation? I'm just a little confused about this thing. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, there meditation. There are 2 types of meditation, right? One is calming meditation. Calming meditation is samatha bhavana or calming meditation. Another one is vidarshana bhavana or vipassana bhavana, insight meditation. There are 2 types of meditation. What is samatha bhavana? The samatha bhavana or the calm meditation will help you to develop your concentration more. And vipassana or vidarshana, insight meditation, will help you to see the reality of what is happening. Okay. So now, for example, let's take breathing meditation. Breathing meditation can be samatha meditation, calming meditation. At the end, you have to do insight meditation. You try to see, analyze that what is happening in the breathing meditation, right? Any meditation. So these are the 2 types. Understand the 2 types? One type is calming meditation and samatha bhavana. Other one is insight meditation, vipassana bhavana or vidarshana bhavana. Actually, it is called vidarshana bhavana because of that. Somebody used that vipassana, so it's called. The people used to use that vipassana. So, and these are the 2 types of meditations. Okay. So one meditation you can concentrate, you can overcome your distracting thoughts. For example, breathing meditation. So if they have distracting thoughts, the same like when you have dust in the environment, the small rain will help you to it to settle down on the earth. Same like your thoughts are here and there. The breathing meditation would explain, and it will help you to settle down. Then inside meditation, you try to see that the same meditation you can start with the samatha meditation or calming meditation, it will convert into vipassana, right? For some people, when we think about some people can concentrate samatha, they develop samatha first, then eventually they will develop vipassana or vipassana, inside meditation. For some people, they develop inside meditation, eventually they will develop calming meditation. Yes, that is called. There are 2 types of types of the people in this way. Samatha Pubbangam Vidarshana. That means somebody is doing calming meditation first, develop inside meditation. Then Vidarshana Pubbangam Samatha. So he's doing inside meditation first and developing calming meditation again. Then another one is called Yuganandana. Yuganandana means he can develop both, right? And calming and inside meditation. That there are some other people who can develop both. But still Buddha said, and do your effort to develop this meditation, right? And then after practicing longer time, you can develop this meditation. Okay. Sorry?
Not insulting.
For example, if you think about that impermanent nature of faculties, right? I is impermanent, forms are impermanent. That's the way. And 5 aggregates of clinging meditation, impermanent meditation. And also you are thinking arranging of karma, that dependent origination meditation, right? You see that how all this starting from death and lamentation, right? And you see that how it's happening, that you see all these things and inside meditation. Even breathing meditation, when you develop, at the end, you see the impermanent nature of 5 aggregates of clinging. Okay. I don't go more details because time will come to discuss that, right? Okay.
Meditation, common meditation, and infighting.
Yes.
Breathing meditation, using breathing meditation to really try to follow his feedbacks and be mindful.
To develop calming meditation is develop your, that mindful, mind, you can say that your concentration, right? And inside meditation is to see that reality, what is happening, right? It could be the same meditation you are practicing, right? For example, that when you practice a breathing meditation, starting it's like a calming meditation, then you can convert it to inside meditation as well, right? In order to understand reality, so you have to practice inside meditation. In other words, that usually people they practice calming meditation, but not the inside meditation. Even that the previously people practice meditation like Bodhisattva, he was practicing calming meditation, not inside meditation. So who introduced into the inside meditation? Who taught inside meditation? That's the Buddha, right? That's why then even other ascetics those days, we cannot say today, these days, they went to the forest and they developed this up to jhana and they were born into Brahma world. And so, but then the Buddha's disciples, they developed the jhana, they were born into Brahma world. But what will happen? Other disciples, those who practice, they were born into Brahma world, they will spend entire lifespan. At the end of that lifespan, they will come back to the lower world, lower realms. But however, Buddha's disciples, they will be born into those same Brahma world, they will live lifespan there. At the end, they will be either enlightened, achieve enlightenment, or they will come back to this world, or they become an anagami, they will be born into pure abbots. Why? They know inside meditation. Okay, so more inside meditation we are going to discuss in the section of mindfulness of phenomena. Okay. All right. So we have to practice all this calming and inside meditation, right?